Isn't it ironic that people with ADHD are 300 times more likely to start a business, but they also struggle in business because they have so much going on up here? And they found it really hard to focus long enough to make something work. It's like the universe was like, I'm going to make people with ADHD really, really, really want to start a business, but then also make them really, really struggle too. Anyway, you can't let it be your story. That's the only reason why you can't start a business and it won't work, because of your brain and this and that, and you get stuck in the cycle, and then nothing works anyway because your mindset is not in the right place for you to hold a lot of money. You know you are made for more. You have this deep-seated feeling and almost knowing that you are made for more, but you get so caught up in your head on what it should look like and this linear perfect path that when you do sidestep and you do pivot and things are getting overwhelmed, you fall off the track because you're like, well, it's not linear and it doesn't look perfect, so fuck it, I may as well do nothing. And then you burn it down, and then another business idea comes and you're like, oh, that's cool, that's a great idea, maybe I should make that work. I'm going to just dive in head first. It's a trap. It's a dopamine trap. And when you understand your brain and that it needs dopamine and it needs external motivation, and you are an interest-based brain, you just have to work things differently. And I failed in so many businesses before I knew I had ADHD. When I knew I had ADHD, oh my God, it all made sense. And I was able to stop fighting my brain and start working with it. And that's when the money came. I haven't had a boss in a really long time because I go with my brain and what it wants to do. And I've actually stopped taking neurotypical business advice because it doesn't work for me. Probably doesn't work for you either. So what do you do about it? 80% is your mindset, right? 20% strategy. Yes, you're still going to burn out. Yes, you're still going to be overwhelmed. Yes, all the ideas are still going to come. Yes, you're going to get stuck doing busy work when you should be doing money-making tasks. But there are 3 things that if you focus on these 3 things, in amongst all the other stuff that you're focusing on, not saying don't focus on anything else but these 3 things, but if you can nail these 3 things, it will get easier and you can start to compound your efforts over time and still branch off and do all these crazy things that this thing comes up with all the time. Number 1, pick a niche audience. Don't pick a niche topic. It has to be a niche audience. An audience who think like you, who believe the same things as you, who feel deeply about one particular topic like you. It's basically you, but the audience comes under a bit of an umbrella, and it could be quite broad. It could be women who live on the land, women who live rurally. They've got a similar mindset. They go through similar struggles. They have similar morals and the way they want to live their life. Maybe they're the wife to a farmer and that kind of life is difficult. But just because you pick that niche audience doesn't mean you have to talk to them about one particular topic all the time and that's all you talk about. Because you're going to set yourself up with a dynamic personal brand, one that evolves and changes as you do, because that's life and our brains evolve really, really quickly. We move fast, we have a lot of thoughts. But if you can speak to one particular audience, it's going to help you build a tribe and be able to, there's my light on, build a tribe and be able to grow and evolve and not have to burn down an account every time you have a new idea. And when you build a tribe under your personal brand, people follow you for you, not for the information that you're regurgitating. Just say I'm trying to sell a fitness app to women, just women, any women out there who will listen to me, I've got a fitness app. And then they start following you for the fitness information. But the minute you go and pivot to something else, they're gone because they're like, oh, I was just following her for the fitness stuff. But if you have that niche audience, say the women living rurally, and you start teaching them about fitness, here's my fitness app, but I know you on a deep level. I know the shit that you go through every day. I know how the farms work. I know your lifestyle. I know everything. I've been there. I am you. Then when you go and talk about something else, they listen and they still follow you because they like you for you, because you are so relatable to them and their situation, and you have a different offer on something completely different, and they're like, oh, what's she doing now? That's cool. I guess it's a little bit like being a celebrity. People like them or follow them for them, and it doesn't really matter what they put out, whether it be a perfume or a fucking, I don't know, what do they do these days? Skincare, whatever. You're going to buy it because of them, not because of the actual fucking perfume. Right, you've got your niche audience. They love you for you. You know them deeply. You're going to set up a paid community. The paid community will have to help them in a particular way. It doesn't have to be a big problem that you are solving for them where you have to have university degrees and certificates and this big problem and I have to solve this for them. There are people paying other creators money every single month to learn sewing from them, patterns, art. Like, there are so many topics that you can create a community around, and inside that community you get to be you, and you get to be creative and come up with different ideas, and your community helps you grow. And what do you guys want this month? How can we make this different? I've got this idea. How's this? Do you like this? And they will guide you, and you will be able to do a lot of different things inside that community. And you get monthly recurring income every single month, no matter what you do. You could have 3 weeks of burnout and the money's still coming in because you're only meeting with your community once a month. You can meet with them more, or maybe you don't want to meet face to face and you don't want to do live calls. You're dropping a recipe a month. You're dropping a workbook a month. You're dropping a pre-recorded masterclass a month. And you're not stuck in that cycle where I need to sell all the time. When I stop selling, the money stops coming. Now, I know this is a really long video and it's hard. I get it all the time in my comments. You don't know the people with ADHD because your videos are too long. Well, I'm trying to help you. If you can't stick through a 10-minute video, you're not going to build a multiple six-figure business. I'm sorry. You need to be able to watch videos that are longer than 30 seconds if you want a business and generate a lot of income. It's just the way it is. Now, you've got your niche audience and you've got your paid community. What's the third thing that's going to help you when you've got a psycho brain? Paid advertising. You need to invest money into your business, and paid advertising needs to be a big part of it when you're in the scaling phase of your business. When you're starting out, no, you're just worried about growing an audience, creating a small paid community. But when you do get to the point where you want to scale it and make those big months, you need to turn to paid advertising, especially for us and our brain, because when we burn out and when we're off doing other fucking things on another tangent, you can have paid ads running in the background, bringing you leads on autopilot. We've had a couple of boot camps recently. We turn the ads on, the leads, and just coming in while we sleep all the time. You just have to know how to convert them and make more money than you put in. But that comes with time. But it is an absolute game changer for an ADHD brain when you're rotting on the couch and you don't want to show up and you don't want to create the content because all the things, the ads, you just got to do it. Anyway, I hope that TED Talk helps. This is what I do. This is what I teach. This is what I do in my paid community and my coaching containers, because I know that it works for a brain like ours. And I haven't come off the horse in a long time because of monthly recurring income. It has kept me afloat for 3.5 years. And you start to stack your income with affiliate offers. Maybe you do some UGC or brand deals, or you got to retain a client, or you do some freelancing, or you have, little one-off offers on the side, or you go and, do in-person events or one-on-one coaching. You stack your income, and then when you fall off something or something doesn't light you up anymore, you scrap it, and you've still got your paid community that is your core and that is bringing in the monthly recurring income every single month.